1 week from today, Spokane voters will have the final say on whether Together Spokane moves forward. The separate but aligned parks levy and school bond will fund more than 200 projects citywide. But those behind the initiative say both must pass for taxpayers to see the full benefit. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy explains.
The 9-month lead up to a Together Spokane decision has been about educating voters. It's admittedly a lot to take in, as Superintendent Adam Swinyard knows.
Every school, every park, every neighborhood gets some type of investment from this initiative.
Spokane Parks and Rec is asking for a $240 million 20-year levy. Spokane Public Schools is running a $200 million 5-year bond. Spokane voters will see two separate items on the ballot, but SPS and Spokane Parks are working together to stretch those tax dollars. They say they'll be able to accomplish 200 projects citywide, including 30 joint projects for 29 cents for every $1,000 of home value. If passed by voters, Spokane Parks levy would largely fund upgrades to all 54 city parks. The city would also add 3 new parks.
And then it's also renovating and replacing every restroom that we have in our facility, to look at the design differently. How can we create a safer environment? How do we maintain it more frequently?
Director Garrett Jones says they'll focus heavily on a need the department heard in its master planning, maintenance, and safety.
So right now we have 4 full-time park rangers within our system. With the partnership of both these initiatives passing, we could increase that 4-fold.
But if the aligned school bond fails, the city could only afford to double ranger staffing. For Spokane schools, bond passage would bring improvements to every school and district facility, including major updates to some buildings. Adams and Madison Elementaries, some of the city's oldest schools, would be rebuilt, with Madison making room for a community recreation center.
It'll be a school with a Boys and Girls Club inside of it, a 5-court field house, in part funded by the Boys and Girls Club, by Hoop Fest, the Pacific Northwest Qualifier.
But the district can only add these extra community amenities if the parks levy also passes. 30 joint projects hinge on voters approving both taxes. Swinyard and Jones say Together Spokane could pull in large sports tournaments. It's already drawing in national buy-in.
$15 million in private funds will be coming, up to $60 million in state match.
Another joint project reliant on both taxes passing November 4th is an indoor tennis facility at Shadle Park High School. The U.S. Tennis Association is prepared to be a funding partner.
If one prevails and the other does not, then those partnership projects won't happen.
Most likely then you lose those community outside partners.
Together Spokane's website offers a calculator where you can find the increase to your property tax bill. Swinyard says the average homeowner will pay about $8 a month.
We want every member of the community to ask themselves, do any of these projects either save me money or is it worth my less than $8 a month?
The school bond requires 60% approval to pass, while the parks levy is a 50% pass rate. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.